You're not. Yeah. Wait, no, wait. Good luck. This is the last. Thanks. This is the last type one.
Second to last.
Well, so like he asked me about like camera. My wife's like nobody can touch the camera. I just got for her birthday. She has to use it. I did 4 or 5 of them. I never got broken out. Here for yeah, so that'll be. I've just been in. It's good. I imagine it's probably a little more than that. Yeah, I have to send my out. I'm actually going to do that one more time. I'm putting the program to offset them now. Yeah. 19. But it's funny because no. I think it's now. Yeah. Well, so like mine is nice.
Hi. What? I'm sorry.
You just salute, you bring your pencil.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The ceremony will begin shortly. At this time, please silence all electronic devices. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. Good morning. I am Captain Jonathan Banks. I've had the pleasure of serving as the mentor for Class 21022, and I am MC for today's ceremony. I would like to take this time to welcome squadron leadership and the family members and friends of our graduating class. Specifically, I would like to welcome the Director of Operations, 333rd Training Squadron, Major Denise Hunter. Again, a warm welcome to the family and friends of our graduating class. Thank you guys. We are here to celebrate the hard work and sacrifice of these graduating students and their families. Cyber warfare operators are needed now more than ever. The homeland is no longer a sanctuary. American citizens face threats from a variety of actors that continue aggressive efforts to negate the long-standing warfighting advantages the United States has enjoyed for decades. Strategic competitors threaten our way of life through massive buildup of military power, combined with clear intent to use that power to gain leverage against America and our allies. In 2018, the Commander, United States Cyber Command, General Paul Nakasone stated, we are at a defining time for our nation and our military. Near-peer competitors are posturing themselves and threats to the United States' global advantage are growing. Nowhere is this challenge more manifest than in cyberspace. Today, these freshly minted cyber warfare operators are charged with defending our nation against these ongoing threats by employing capabilities to directly meet presidential, Secretary of Defense, and combatant commander objectives around the world. To the new graduates, congratulations on your new challenge. Before recognizing each of our graduates, I would like to introduce today's guest speaker. Major Denise Hunter is the Director of Operations 333rd Training Squadron, where she is responsible for transforming and inspiring over 6,300 Air Force and Joint Service trainees annually. Major Hunter, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
This is such an exciting time. I remember after you walking down the hallway on the first day of arrival, everybody was a bit confused, trying to figure out what they need to do in process to sign in and get indoctrinated. Was there with Ms. Johnson. I'm sure you remember those times. This is awesome. Thank you to the family, friends, the instructors, everyone for coming out. To the instructors, students, you just don't understand. You do not understand. When you talk about building it as you fly, your instructors have put in a lot of hard work to build the curriculum that you all were afforded. It took a lot of time. It took 10 years to get us to the changes that they implemented this past year. So just want to say thank you. That's all. So I know I am the last thing standing between you and the doors. So hopefully it won't take more than an hour, and then you'll get out of here. So no, really, I'm usually very short-winded. But when you all leave out of here, you'll be mad at alumni. So what does that mean to you? Have you thought about it? So I know some of you think that means that, okay, I won't be as angry when I leave out of here, because I won't have to accomplish any more training missions. Or you think that, okay, I won't be as mad, won't be talking to ducks, trying to figure out different coding, not the Mad Hatter type mad. But I propose that what Mad Duck alumni really means is that you're mavericks, you're agile thinkers, and that you're driven toward change. And what does that mean? So mavericks, that's a word, I don't know if you all know this, that was made or created for the Texans that were out there that decided that they did not want to brand their cattle. So during that time, of course, if you lose your cattle, you may have a problem, especially that's a lot of them. They changed the word over time to mean independent thinkers. The people that decided that, okay, I won't go with the status quo. I'm going to proceed because I know what is needed for the future, what is needed to meet the intent of our nation or of our leaders. As mavericks, that's what we need you all to be when we leave out here. And I know that's what you learned in the classroom. Also, agile thinkers. So I'm going to tell you a story because it's actually aligns with one of my greatest successes and failures. I won't tell you the whole story. I won't take that full hour. But the end of the story is at the 26 NOS, we had implemented PBAN, which I'm sure you all are very familiar with. Plan, brief, execute, debrief. And so we had operationalized the DOTA mission. Even though we had started performing the missions as was needed, we did get some feedback from our group commander. And she basically said that changing the way the 26 NOS operates is like trying to change the direction that the Titanic is going to. So what she really was telling us that we weren't agile thinkers. That yes, we had operationalized DOTA. However, we weren't able to adapt quick enough to meet leadership intent. So I took that to heart, and I asked that you do the same. Learn from my lessons, to be agile thinkers, to meet leadership intent, to meet national strategic defensive intent, to make sure that we adapt as needed to change based upon the enemy's input and what we need for our future. Last thing is gibbering toward change. Now, I'm sure you've heard this probably multiple times from the commander. Chief Staffer of the Air Force, General Brown, said accelerate change and lose. If we don't accelerate change, China and Russia will take the world. need not let that happen. America is superior because of our ability to be able to adapt, to be able to critically think, and to be able to lead the world in racially skill. Without doing so, our democracy is at stake. So I ask that you all remember to be mavericks when you leave here, to be agile, critical thinkers, and to be driven toward change. And see, I told you, I was gonna make it short. Let's come on over, please.
Thank you, Major. Now, I would like to provide an explanation to the meaning of the Cyber Warfare Operator Badge. The lightning bolts signify the cyberspace domain, while the globe signifies the projection of cyber power worldwide. Together, the globe and lightning bolt wings represent our common communications heritage. The bolted wings centered on the globe are taken from the Air Force SEAL and signify our striking power through air, space, and cyberspace. Finally, the orbits circling the globe signify the space-related elements of the cyberspace mission. Undergraduate Cyber Warfare Training Class 21022, prepare for the presentation of your cyber badges and certificates of graduation. Major Hunter, please join me on stage for the presentation of badges and certificates. As each student's name is called, will the student and person presenting his or her badge please come forward. We invite family and friends to come forward for pictures with their graduate after they receive their certificate. Our first graduate is Mr. Ethan Allen. Presenting his Cyber Warfare badge is Major Hunter. Ethan will return to the Joint Cyber C2 Program Management Office at Joint Base San Antonio, Texas. First Lieutenant Andrew Davis. Presenting his Cyber Warfare badge is his wife, Julia Rodriguez. Lieutenant Davis has been assigned to the 432nd Aircraft Communications Maintenance Squadron at Creech Air Force Base, Nevada. Major Charlie Gruber. Presenting his Cyber Warfare badge is Second Lieutenant Edward Silcox. Major Gruber will return to the 175th Cyber Operations Group at Warfield Air National Guard Base, Maryland. Second Lieutenant Adonis Johnson. Presenting his Cyber Warfare badge is Second Lieutenant Caleb Lanter. Lieutenant Johnson has been assigned to the 690th Cyber Operations Squadron at Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii. Second Lieutenant Faith Kim. Presenting her Cyber Warfare badge is Second Lieutenant Amanda Whitley. Lieutenant Kim will return to the 627th Communications Squadron at Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington.